They say cash rules everything around me, a child of my destiny. Like when Jay found B, my sound be on a different level, boy, just a treble.
Yo, what up, world? It's Tim West.
Karelezz, you rockin' with R.I.C.H Radio. Blah, blah.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Vanezzi.
What up, it's Phil.
And we are
R.I.C.H Radio. And you know that stands for respect, integrity, confidence, and honesty.
Now, we have some very, very special guests in the building. We're actually out here in North Hollywood, California right now. Definitely a place I used to call home. And I'm actually in the building with some of my family, some people that I'm very close with, some people that I've been through the trenches with. And we just got to give it up for Karelezz and Tim West.
Yeah.
Appreciate
What
you
up,
having
guys?
us, brother. It's an honor.
How y'all doing, man?
Doing good,
Blessed,
man. How y'all
man.
doing?
Awesome.
It's fucking late. It's like 1 in the morning.
I know.
Oh, it's later than that.
It's
Yeah,
like 2 or 3.
Hey,
Yeah,
come on, man. We used to do it way later than that.
Yeah.
We used to be in here for
You know how that shit go.
Right.
8 to 16 hours, man. We'd be sleeping
Yeah.
on the floor and everything, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Still
totally.
sleeping right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually asleep while I'm talking right now. So.
Totally.
Now, another thing to throw out there is these two very talented men here are actually full-blood brothers, and they're both extremely talented. They are MCs. They are
Thank
part of the super mega camp. Circle of Bosses, COB, shout out to Crooked Eye, shout out to Horseshoe Gang, Sauce, all the whole crew. I was able to experience a lot with these people because of them as well, and be able to be around that lifestyle. And just to start it off, man, we just kind of wanted the people to get to know exactly who you guys are and how you started in the industry. So, Karelezz, tell the people how you came up and how you started in hip-hop, man.
I'm 36 years old. A lot of rappers don't like to tell their age, but that's how old I am. I was born in 1980.
Yeah, I mean,
And I don't give
I'm
a
just fucking.
So when I was about 14, 15 years old, I started perfecting rap, but it stemmed from being about 12 years old and learning that I was really good at putting words together because my mom's a Filipino medical transcriptionist for doctors, and she had
Filipinos
these
do
big
karaoke all the time.
books, like
that's right.
dictionary books, and she used to always tell us big words for no reason. And by the time I heard maybe the first, Cypress Hill song,
Rappers Delight.
and rappers,
Not Rappers
no.
Delight, but you heard Rappers Delight.
Like the Cypress Hill, like like Insane in the Membrane, and I think the Brat was out at that time, and
thought you were that
Tevin
old,
Campbell
Rappers
around
Delight.
those days.
Yeah.
And I realized though, listening to those melodies, that almost like a Dr. Seuss book in my own mind, I was already like creating raps like over those melodies, and then that's where I started realizing that like this was probably what I was supposed to do. So around the time at 14 or 15, I got caught up in the 90s gangbang lifestyle, Long Beach, West Coast, California, and I got locked up. So I was actually going to get a record deal with one of Mac 10's subsidiary groups known as like Jungle Records back then, off of like Who Banging or whatnot. And then I got locked up. And then
How long were you locked up for, brother?
5 years total. But my first year in juvenile hall, I realized that like everyone forgets about you when you're in there. So after my first year, I realized that everyone just kind of forgot about me. So while I was in there, I just made sure I honed in on my craft and stayed true to my artistry.
Yeah, not like that's actually like, it could be portrayed so many ways, right? Like it could be a bad thing or it could be a good thing too. Like, what would you tell people, for instance, that are trying to pursue that career? You know what I mean? Like this career that y'all are in right now, and them doing something like that can mess up everything. What type of, I guess, advice would you give them to not, do that?
Yeah, my advice is my testimony, including I think like one of the new rappers that's on the L.L.C magazine just got out of jail or whatnot. It seems like a lifestyle that's glorified, but it's not. It's not anything to be
You're in them
glorified.
2 places, dead end
ever,
jail.
because I wouldn't wish like jail on my worst enemy, because it's, especially during like YA during those times, we were locked up 23 hours,
Gladiators,
like
cool.
out 1 hour. like aside from our showers or whatnot. So it taught me a lot during then.
Yeah.
But it also let me know that it's not the lifestyle to glorify, and most people that are in the system keep going back. And it seems like the thing that's being portrayed now is that's cool, but I would recommend to anyone doing that it's not, because eventually like it'll catch up to you.
Yeah, two places.
Yeah. And Tim West, what about you? Like what's your story? What's your background? How did you
Oh,
start?
me, yeah, and it's a perfect way that he added to that, because I started rapping when I was about 12, and it was exactly right around the time he got out of jail. I used to write his raps for me, write my raps for me, and like a year later, people were like, man, you sound a lot like your brother. You know, so I started writing my own lyrics, and from a young age, he instilled it into me, though. Like, even before he went to jail, he used to dress me up and, like, rap for all his friends on the karaoke type shit.
Yeah.
So I've always had, like, an affinity for it. But then after that, he was doing his thing. He's the biggest influence in me actually getting into hip-hop.
Dang, that's dope. So outside of your brother or even both of y'all, like, who were big influences in hip-hop towards you guys? Like,
regardless, like, besides him, I think it kind of follows suits to him. You know, like, Cannabis was a huge influence in the beginning. Of course, Tupac. Tupac's one of my favorite rappers, not only because of how powerful his lyrics were, but how powerful of a person he was. You know?
And y'all have the same birthday.
And we have the same birthday. Thanks for adding that.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, but like, he was more of a powerful person. Let's see, like Biggie, of course. I didn't like Biggie till I was older because the whole West Coast, East Coast.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to Jay-Z till I was older, but Jay-Z's one of them. Eminem is probably my top 5.
Yeah.
Nas, those type of artists, like,
Yeah.
you know, people that change the culture as well as influence the generation. You know.
Yeah.
Not
absolutely.
just the dance.
That's a strong list right
deeper.
there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is, and I'll say this. One thing that I really learned with these two, especially, was when I was still, the whole reason why I got into the industry is because of music, and because it's something that I wanted to pursue myself. You know, where I was from with Show Enough, shout out to Show Enough. And the whole reason why I met Karelezz, this was when I was going to the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences to go to school for this, is he moved up and was living with me in Phoenix to kind of get away from Tucson, and he ended up working at the same place that Karelezz was working. They ended up meeting.
Crazy.
And as a school project, I ended up recording him for one of my projects at school, and that's kind of how we met, and right away we clicked.
Yeah.
And then at the end of my school year, we just so happened to move out here around the same time. He was in Arizona, and I was also basically moving out to California, and we basically linked up right away after that. And one thing I learned was true lyricism and metaphors and triple entendres, and really how to make things extremely complex, but to the point to where it's a big deal. It's something that you listen to 4 or 5 times, you don't catch every word. And that's one thing that I learned from Karelezz a lot. And also from his younger brother, even though he's much younger than me. Well, not much younger. I would say about 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, 5, 6
but
years.
it's you know, they had that in them at an early age, and they instilled that in me, and that's what inspired me to become better at my craft when I was doing music.
I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate it too. And this was my family. I've lived with these people. You know what I mean? These guys were my family. I did Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, birthdays, like true, honest, good men.
Yeah.
That really looked out for me when I was out here,
Likewise,
and I just want to
likewise.
put that on the record and say that I'm very thankful for the help that I received, and just being a part of a family atmosphere, being away from my family.
Yeah.
So with that being said, now how would you say that your whole family influenced you guys to actually come together as brothers and be able to help bounce off each other? Because obviously you guys can bump heads sometimes.
It's always in a more brotherly fashion.
Would you say it's more competitive, or would you say it's more so, oh, it's just my brother?
I think it's more like, for me, how do you feel? Like,
I feel it's maybe both, you know, being competitive, like artists, as you would do with any other sibling, but also like to bring the best out of each other. You know?
Absolutely.
And like especially the fact that we lost our little brother 3 years ago.
Rest in peace, Brent Johnson.
Yes,
I'm sorry, man.
He was like a really spiritual person. So from his death, we got that to keep it in us and to keep it going.
Make that
and
bond stronger.
I was like his biggest influence growing up. So for me, I felt like after we lost him was to continue it and to do better. Because in his book, like I was better than any rapper like out right now. So that's how like I'm gonna live it out and keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very well said.
Yeah.
Very well said. And even though the tragedies that happened, I see you guys growing stronger from it. And of course, that's what he would have wanted. Of course.
You have to.
And he was a very spiritual, very strong individual. Somebody extremely way ahead of his time.
Absolutely.
And we definitely, God bless him. God bless you guys for staying strong and being who you are as artists. Now, one other thing I want to touch on as well is how basically you got associated with COB. Now, of course, I know the story, but I want you guys to tell the people how you got involved with Crooked Eye and basically how you came up in the Long Beach world.
Yeah, so it was about like the late 2000s, maybe about 2000 between, I don't remember exactly, but like maybe 2008, 9. I was making a lot of moves in Long Beach, doing my own shows, like independent stuff. We started a movement called Got Lyrics, which we still have trademarked to this day, and we're gonna bring back. But because I think at the time people weren't really ready. We used to have like at any given time 50 to 100 people walking down like Hollywood Boulevard or Long Beach with like Got Lyrics shirts on, and with the question mark, and it was a big movement back then. But anyway, Crook saw it because I have some mutual friends because we're all from Long Beach, and those of us that are from Long Beach, we have like a tight network.
In Long Beach,
And like if you're not really from Long Beach, like we know right away because that's how tight the network is. And they knew I was really from there, and actually it was Crooked Eye and Technique. Shout out to Technique from LBC crew.
Yeah.
And he came out with Crook. When I asked him to do it, we had a big show at the R.I.C.H. And
shout out to Mark Mercado. He hooked us up with that.
Yes,
show at the R.I.C.H.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And so we were at the R.I.C.H. and Crook blessed us with like a crazy verse and his energy, and even rocked our Got Lyrics shirt, not even really knowing what the movement was about, but seeing the potential. And ever since then, that was a little bit before COB was created, and we all just pitched in to start this network that we call COB or Circle of Bosses.
Yes, and I'm a direct witness to that. I was able to be around for that whole experience, so I definitely vouch for that, and it was amazing. And I'll tell you right now, Got Lyrics, I think it's something that has to be brought back. It was something that was so powerful. Everybody was watching us move,
especially in this time in this time with the industry now.
It was a little ahead of its time.
Yeah, the way things are heading, where it's mostly trendy and extremely unconscious, but. Right. Yeah, and it's perfect,
It is because
very few have lyrics. So.
It could be viewed in so many different lights.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely time to bring it back. Absolutely.
Definitely.
It will. Yeah. It will.
I don't see. Honestly, it's definitely everything happens for a reason. Mm-hmm. But look where we are now in life. You know what I mean? And we're at a place now to where we're smarter, we're more wise, and we've made a lot of different decisions in our life to get us to where we are now. So. I'm with it if y'all are. I'm just putting that out there.
No, absolutely. Yeah, man. If you want, shipping 10%.
I talked to Shown Up about it, too, by the way.
Yeah, we're bringing it back.
Shown Up was part of Got Lyrics, too.
We're bringing it back, actually, especially with the network and the contacts that we have now. Like, we're going to bring it back in a way, like, bigger way.
Yeah, it's going to be more business savvy behind it.
It's going to be ready to go.
Now, that's, definitely something that I think is dope. And the movement... The sound of it, right? I didn't see it, but the sound of it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because like how you said, nowadays, we're having artists just spit things that are just
mumble rap. Mumble rap took over. It was a crazy phase.
It's like its own genre now, basically.
Yeah, it shouldn't be considered hip hop, right?
It should be
I
think
different
it's time
categories.
To put that into its own genre. Totally. You know what I mean? But one thing I want to talk about, we're in a place right now, Salami Studios. It used to be called
Devonshire Studios.
Devonshire Studios, and this is where Tupac... We're actually in the room where Tupac recorded a lot of his songs and actually one of his last interviews. I know you guys have been recording here for quite some time now. How does that energy feel, though? Like the fact that that you're in the room that many big artists have been in, but Tupac, arguably
Yeah, that's like
one
the
of the
most
greatest.
inspiring thing ever for me. Like Tupac's like probably one of my favorite rappers, and I think it just translates to what he believed in. You know, like we don't write our raps ourselves. You know, we're just like spirits of dead homies.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah, we
awesome.
like you just totally feel the energy.
It's inspiring.
Here.
It's very inspiring.
And it's very inspiring. It's very surreal to even think that I could even be here on the opposite side of the microphone, looking
same
up to
place
people
that you
like
recorded
Tupac who
Yeah.
actually recorded here, and I take it as a blessing, and that like maybe I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's what it means right there.
yeah, no, definitely. You
Law of
could
attraction.
feel that's the thing. You could feel the energy. Like I came in here, and I was like,
Right.
man, this is like it's insane. I'm blown away, even though I may have not seen it or whatever. Like you could just feel that this is a dungeon. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like a fucking a time warp.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, it's a time warp for me, like crazy.
Yeah,
I'd be
absolutely.
passed
And
out,
first time I
passed out
got
in
here,
these
18.
rooms, man, back in the day. But now I just got to throw this out there because I don't want to, I'm not trying to put y'all on the spot, but I'm trying to put y'all on the spot.
Let's do it.
I need y'all to spit
you need
something
some
for me,
bars?
man. Y'all could choose who goes
Oh,
first.
you need some
know
bars?
what
You
I'm
gonna go
saying?
first? I'll go second.
Look. Until I'm the best of this, I'ma keep wrecking shit. Born a professionalist, more than competitive, definite specialist, keeping it relevant, speaking this eloquent, lyrical excellence. A Nephilim Bacter in Genesis, now I'm intelligent, blessed with the melanin, embedded, be heaven sent, or you're irrelevant relative to it and break it through skeletons. A syllable exodus, shredding the heads of competitors, any direction they step in lyrics so sick they need medicine, definite alien, baby, it's effortless. So I bet you'll be jealous and envious, but you can never get time, I'm ahead of it. Rhyming and mixing the predicates, benefits when it gets deep in the breaking the elements. And that's the deepest. My lyrics are levels past the genius. Made a pact with demons, now my spirit devils past the secrets. I'm with the Anunnaki, send me here to show the route. You say Illuminati, there's a lot that you should know about. So do your research before you speak first. While I murder each verse, I'm killing every word before I leave Earth. Don't even need a mic, pencil, paper, or a pen to mention. Rhymes faster than the speed of light. That's rapping 10 dimensions. And this is C.O.B. Most rappers have a heart of glass. I give your ass a heart attack casted by ancient artifacts. My autograph is written in the language of Sumerians. It's Karelezz, a future Palladian. Raps alien.
Hey.
Wee.
So it's on me.
Hey.
All right. You like
Bars.
Yeah.
the shortest midget? You stand half a chance. I am that advanced. I'm Van Gogh with the damn flow. All my fans know my ammo will never reach its end like an ampersand. Whoa. You're never close to my talent, boy, this was God-given. Elohim, DMT, third eye is defying physics. I'm scientific, I'm scribing rhymes in the hieroglyphics. I'm killing niggas with bars, I watch them die in prison. One of the dopest, I'm Jordan, I always lead the score. It's rappers never touching my words, it's like the Ouija board. G.O.D. speech whenever blessing the beat. It's too easy, way better than the rest of my sleep. Damn, and you rest in peace, cause I kill him. Every breath that I breathe is a death sentence to a reverend priest. One of the best and it's definite, yes, effortless, please. They're all between E and G, cause with the letters no one's effing with me. Yeah, it's Tim West, Long Beach, you see the kid working. Tupac's version of Biggie's flows in a slim person. I'm Slim Shady with Hove's brain and Nas knowledge. They say I got it, my rhyme talent is psychotic. Yeah, that's what, couple bars.
Yeah.
All right, look, man.
That
Well,
was, yeah.
I already know you guys got that.
Got
you guys
lyrics.
Got those skills. Got lyrics.
Got
for real.
lyrics.
I appreciate y'all for having
man.
me.
Question mark.
That's a blessing.
For real.
You know what I
And this is a blessing to be here to see y'all, man. You guys are my family. Now let the people know where they can actually find you, where they can reach out to find your music.
Karelezz the Alien at Instagram and Karelezz COB on Twitter. And I have a new album coming out called Alienated. And it should be out the beginning of next year, 2017.
Dope. Yeah, Instagram, Tim West 562, Snapchat, Tim West 562, SoundCloud, Tim West 562, all across the board. And you can also find my first mixtape on DatPiff to search Tim West or Bandcamp, timwest.bandcamp.com. And I'm releasing a project, Tim, Volume 2, This Is Music, like early next year, probably January 11th.
And just to put this out there, another mixtape, the Tim West Volume 1, crazy fire. Hip hop heads, y'all need to check that out.
Appreciate
Also, a project that I personally recorded, mix and mastered is Westonitis, which was a album that I put out with my brother in here, Karelezz, and it's his album. But another classic, very lyrical, very deep project. Definitely go check those out.
Yeah, search on Dat Piff for Karelezz.
Exactly. Dat Piff all day. But we are running short on time. I just want to, again, thank you guys for really coming out here and talking to us.
Thank you for having us, bro.
Appreciate
It was
it,
a
man.
blessing, man. Shout out to Rich Radio, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
Rich Radio, we out.
We out.
Yeah. Shout out GDS3 Vision.
Yeah.